Hey, good morning, everyone. This is Morris Jackson with Religion, Economics, and Politics. And I just want to take a moment out on this fine Sunday to talk to my critical thinkers. And of course, we all have heard about the capture and arrest of Maduro in Venezuela and his wife, and they've now been transported to the United States, and he's in New York. I want to delve a little bit deeper into why all of this is happening. You know, there was a saying that goes, follow the money. If you really want to find out why things are happening, follow the money. So let me paint a picture for you. The economy in the United States right now is flat, contrary to what some people may think. The jobs reports have been negative. They used to put those out every month, but since the job numbers were not what Donald Trump wanted, he fired the person because they were not favorable to him to make his administration look good. He fired that person. So we no longer receive monthly jobs numbers. Job growth has been very low, and even some months negative job growth. The demand for oil is low, which is why you're seeing the gas prices in the United States as low as they are right now. And I think right by my house, I think it's $2.11 a gallon is what I'm seeing. Now, on one hand, you may say that's good, but let me tell you why it's not. It's not for the oil companies, because there's an oversupply in the system of oil, which is keeping the prices low. Because why? A lot of people are losing jobs. Oil companies are not making money. I live in Houston, which is considered the oil capital of the world, or the energy capital of the world, excuse me. They aren't making a lot of money right now. The oil companies aren't, okay? And it's because people are losing jobs. People are cutting back on their spending. People aren't going on vacation. They aren't traveling. They aren't moving about as much as they used to. So the demand for oil is down, and you have an oversupply. That will push the prices down. Now, look at the conflicts that we're seeing now that Donald Trump is engaging in. It's only in places where there is oil. He only cares about people or the situation where there is oil. All right. So Venezuela, we already know what's happened there. He's basically said, we're going to take over the oil companies there. We're going to send in our major oil companies to get the infrastructure up to speed. And we're going to run Venezuela until he sees fit to transfer power back over. This is what he's saying. OK, so, and he even said they're going to sell oil, Venezuela's oil now, not our oil, but Venezuela's oil. And we're going to keep the profits from it. Now, how is he setting this all up? How is he going to profit from this? He is picking a fight with Iran right now because there's a huge protest going on in Iran. And Donald Trump has threatened Iran to say this: if any of the protesters are shot or killed, then we will take action against Iran. Now, mind you, and I'm going to pause here, mind you, this comes from the same person who wanted to shoot protesters here in the United States and wound them, is what he said. He wanted to just wound them, not kill them, but he wanted to shoot them in the leg and just wound them here. These were U.S. American citizen protesters. But all of a sudden now, he cares about the health and the well-being of protesters in Iran. Now, if you believe that, I've got some oceanfront property to sell you in Colorado. But all of a sudden, he cares about these people. Let me tell you the significance of Iran. If we are to go to Iran or launch an attack there, that would automatically drive up oil prices. Now, I'll break it down to you. I took some notes here because I wanted to make sure I got this right. Now, if there are limited strikes on Iran, you would see the price per barrel of oil go up to between $70 and $80 a barrel. Oil right now sits at about $61 a barrel. So that would be a significant jump just with a limited strike. If we were to strike, say, a nuclear facility or military facilities, you would automatically see a spike in oil prices. This would translate to immediate profits for the oil companies. Now, what if we were to hit oil infrastructure like their terminals or their refineries, you would see an even more significant jump. That will cause the price per barrel to spike to $85 to $95 per barrel. Now, things could really get shaky if there is a blockade on the Strait of Hormuz. The Strait of Hormuz, if you're not familiar with it, about 20% of the world's oil passes through the Strait of Hormuz. That's 3.8 million barrels a day. That would cause the price per barrel to spike anywhere between $110 per barrel and $130 per barrel. This would be a windfall for the five majors, Chevron, BP, you name them, okay? Total. This would be huge for them. Now, if Donald Trump has the oil in Venezuela, and let's just say down the road he gets his way into Nigeria and any other place where he has taken over the oil resources of that country, that would be a nice profit. That would be a nice profit for the oil companies. And you better bet that Donald Trump will be investing in the stock of those oil companies. I'll do you one even better. When we say follow the money, war is a business. Those missiles and munitions that we just fired off in Venezuela, Nigeria, that's money for companies like Halliburton and Lockheed Martin. You don't believe me? Just since December, Halliburton has seen an increase in their profit from 3.8% up to 10% now. It has increased to 10%. And for Lockheed Martin, their growth has gone from 9.9% to 12.1%. Now, you don't have to believe me. Just go and look it up. You can go and look at their stock prices. Look at their profits. It's all online. You can verify all of this yourself. Everything that I've just listed here, you can find it online and verify it yourself. War is money, folks. Oil profits, and then there's profits from the companies who make the munitions and all of this war machine technology. So I really just challenge everyone to rethink things. Those of us who are cheering on actions in Venezuela, what's the real motive? Why is he doing this? And I told you again in a post I put up yesterday, in 1938, people cheered when Hitler rolled into Austria. The Austrians were happy. Their economy was depressed. They were desperate, in need for some sort of relief, and they thought that Hitler was the answer to their problems. In 1941, Ukraine and the Baltic states, or the Balkan states, also cheered because they were being suppressed by another dictator in Russia at the time. But you can't trade one dictator for another. And rest assured, the history of the United States when it comes to regime change is not very glorious, folks. It has never worked out. So Nigeria, Venezuela, Iran, you guys have seen this before. You don't have to take my word for it. And I know that there are those in Nigeria who say, well, you know, Nigeria is different, leave Nigeria out of it. Nigeria is no different than any other country where regime change has taken place. It is no different when it comes to the motives of people like Donald Trump or greedy corporations. Trust me, your country will be far worse off than what you started out with. It would be worse than you ever imagined. It is not the United States' place to decide who should be in power in another sovereign country. It is not our place. It is arrogance to do so. And for anyone who advocates that and live in that country, I would challenge you to do a little bit more research and be a little bit more of a critical thinker. Anyway, that's all I have today. I just want to thank you for your time and listening to me. I would love to hear your comments. Now, mind you, those comments must be constructive. They must add value. If they're just personal insults or if they add nothing constructive to the conversation, we don't have time to waste time. I'll just delete and block you. That's just the way it goes. That is a disservice to the people who support this channel and support religion, economics, and politics. only constructive input. That's it. We just have a low tolerance level for that. We respect everyone's opinions, but again, it has to be respectful. It has to be something that adds value to the conversation. All right, you all take care. Be blessed. We'll see you on the next one.